Have you ever tried to talk about money in English and not known if what you were saying was too direct, too personal, or just completely wrong? Today, we are sorting that out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Nest. I'm Mia, and I'm here with Max.
Hey everyone, I'm Max, and today we are talking about something everyone thinks about, but many people avoid saying out loud.
Money.
Specifically, how to talk about money in English in a way that is natural and appropriate.
Because money is genuinely fascinating to talk about, but it has its own etiquette.
Etiquette means the unspoken social rules about what is polite and appropriate.
And those rules are very different depending on where you are from.
Max, you work in finance. Are you comfortable talking about money personally?
Ha! Great question. Professionally, completely comfortable. It is literally my job.
Personally, much less so.
Tell us why.
I grew up in a household where you did not discuss money. Full stop.
Full stop means completely, without exception.
My parents never talked about salary, debt, what things cost, nothing.
And that is very common in American culture, actually.
In the US, asking someone directly how much they earn is considered quite rude.
Even between close friends sometimes.
Earn means how much money you make from your work.
You can have a very close friendship with someone for years and never know their salary.
And that is normal. Genuinely normal.
But in many other cultures, salary is completely open information.
Colleagues know exactly what each other earns. No secrets.
In some Nordic countries, this is actually public record.
Public record means information anyone can access and look up.
Anyone can find out what you earn, just like that.
The US and UK are quite unusual in how private salary is.
So, if you are coming from a culture where salary is openly discussed, you need to know this before you ask an American colleague what they make.
Because they may find it very uncomfortable, even if they smile and answer.
Now, Mia, how comfortable are you with money conversations?
As a freelancer, I had to get comfortable fast.
Tell us.
When you work for yourself, you have to talk about money constantly. Quoting rates, negotiating fees, explaining invoices.
Quoting rates means telling a client how much you charge for your work.
I had to get over the discomfort very quickly.
Discomfort means a feeling of unease or awkwardness around something.
And I did. But it took practice.
Now, how do you actually talk about your own money habits naturally in English?
Tell me about yours first. What has your spending been like lately?
Honestly, I have been trying to be more mindful about it.
Mindful means consciously paying attention to your choices.
I had a period where I was just buying things without really thinking. Takeout every night, random online orders.
I know that feeling.
So I have been cutting back on eating out, cooking at home more.
Cutting back on means reducing how much of something you do or spend.
But I did splurge on a camera lens last month, and I have absolutely no regrets.
Haha, splurged means you spent more than you normally would. Treated yourself.
Completely worth it. What about you? Are you saving toward anything right now?
I am saving up for a trip. No specific destination yet, but the fund exists.
Saving up means setting money aside gradually toward a goal.
And I have actually been much better at sticking to a budget this year.
Stick to a budget means staying within a spending plan you set for yourself.
Last year, I kept going over, spending more than I planned every month.
Went over means exceeded, spent more than the plan.
This year has been much better. I track everything now.
That makes such a difference. Seeing the numbers makes them real.
Now, talking about something being expensive or affordable.
That was a bit pricey. You spent more than felt quite right.
Pricey means expensive, more than you expected or wanted to pay.
That is really good value. You got a lot for what you paid.
Good value means the price feels fair or even low for the quality you received.
It is a bit out of my budget right now. A polite way to decline something expensive.
That is more than I was hoping to spend. Very natural, very honest.
These phrases let you talk about cost without stating specific numbers.
Which is often what you want. You do not have to say exactly how much things cost.
Now, splitting bills and paying, because this comes up constantly.
Shall we split this?
Let's go halves. Each person pays exactly half.
Go halves means to split the cost equally between two people.
I'll get this one. Offering to pay the whole thing.
And then you can get the next one, suggesting they pay next time.
That exchange is so warm. I'll get this, you get the next one.
It creates a relationship of reciprocity.
Reciprocity means giving and receiving in balance over time.
Actually, it's my turn to pay when you genuinely want to treat someone.
My turn means the responsibility has shifted to you now.
Now, talking about financial stress, because it is real and it comes up in conversation.
Things are a bit tight at the moment. Money is limited right now.
Tight means there is not much to spare. Resources are stretched.
I need to tighten my belt for a while.
Tighten your belt means to spend less and be more careful with money.
I am having a lean month.
Lean month means a period where income or available money is lower than usual.
These phrases let you communicate honestly about financial pressure without going into detail.
Without detail means without sharing specific numbers or causes.
And there is absolutely no shame in using them.
Shame means a feeling of embarrassment or failure about something.
Money stress is one of the most universal human experiences there is.
Universal means experienced by almost everyone across all walks of life.
Saying things are a bit tight right now is not weakness, it is honesty.
And most people respond to it with kindness.
Because they have been there too.
Now, what not to ask about money in English?
How much do you make?
Even if you are genuinely curious, even if you are close friends.
How much did you pay for your house or apartment? Very private. Never ask.
How much did that cost? Acceptable for small things like a coffee or lunch.
But not for cars, holidays, homes, or anything major.
What is your net worth is almost never appropriate in any context.
Net worth means the total value of what you own minus what you owe.
The simple rule: if the answer would make either person uncomfortable, do not ask.
And when you are unsure, stay in the general. How was the trip? Rather than how much did it cost?
How was the trip tells you about the experience.
How much did it cost tells you about their finances.
One is a conversation. The other is a survey.
Ha, exactly.
Now, financial goals. Because talking about your goals is completely natural and positive.
I am working toward paying off my student loan.
Payoff means to completely repay a debt until it is gone.
I am trying to build up an emergency fund.
Emergency fund. Money set aside specifically for unexpected problems.
I have been investing a little each month.
Investing means putting money somewhere with the expectation that it will grow over time.
I want to reach financial security before I am 40.
Financial security means having enough money that the basics of your life are not at risk.
These conversations are completely appropriate and often really meaningful.
Meaningful means they carry real significance. They matter.
Sharing a financial goal with someone shows trust.
And usually opens a real conversation about their goals, too.
Now, the thing about money conversations that nobody says directly,
Tell us.
the discomfort is cultural. It is learned. It is not inherent.
Inherent means naturally built in, present from the start.
Children are not born uncomfortable talking about money. They are taught to be.
And that teaching varies enormously by culture, family, and background.
So if money conversations feel uncomfortable to you, that is completely understandable.
And you can decide which parts of that discomfort to keep and which to release.
Release means to let go of, to choose not to carry anymore.
You do not have to talk about specific numbers, ever, with anyone.
But you can talk about your relationship with money, your habits, your goals.
And in English, you now have all the words to do that naturally.
Let's also talk about one situation that comes up a lot that people handle badly.
Tell us.
When a friend is clearly going through financial stress and you want to acknowledge it.
Without being intrusive?
Intrusive means getting into someone's private life without being invited.
The instinct is often to either ignore it, pretend you did not notice,
Or to go too far the other way, ask lots of questions, offer advice they did not request.
Neither works well.
The thing that actually helps is a simple acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement means recognizing something without making it bigger than it needs to be.
Things have been a bit rough lately. If you can see it, it is true.
Just saying that out loud releases some of the pressure.
Is there anything I can do? Leaving it open? No prescriptions?
Prescriptions here means telling them what they should do.
Just, I see it. I am here. Tell me what you need.
That is often the most valuable thing you can offer.
Now, the flip side, when you are going through financial stress yourself.
The honest, light answer? Things are a bit tight right now, but I am managing.
Managing means you are handling it. It is difficult, but you are okay.
I am watching my spending at the moment.
That explains naturally why you might decline an invitation or suggest something cheaper.
I would love to, but I am being careful with money right now.
These phrases let you be truthful without feeling like you are confessing something embarrassing.
Because there is nothing embarrassing about financial difficulty.
Nothing at all. It is part of life.
Part of life means it happens to most people at some point.
And the English to talk about it, even lightly, makes it feel less isolating.
Less isolating means less alone with it.
Today's question, what is your relationship with money like?
Are you a saver, a spender, or somewhere in between? Tell us in the comments.
If you are enjoying English Nest, please subscribe right now. New episode every single day.
Hit the like button, share with a friend learning English, and we will see you in the next episode.
See you next time, everyone.